Hey everyone, I'm Andrew from Life Hype. This is the first episode of Sups Class, where I cover supplements and other nutrition enhancers. I thought it'd be good to start off the first episode with a bang. So let's talk about the world's most consumed performance-enhancing drug, caffeine. 85% of adults in the US consume an average of 165 milligrams per day, with the leading side of that spectrum taking in about 380 milligrams per day. So how much should you take? Well, if you regularly take in caffeine in some form, it really depends. Everyone will have a fairly unique reaction to caffeine. The differences could include tolerance level, onset of symptoms, and the intensity of symptoms. But basically, if you stay well under the upper limits of healthy consumption, about 1,000 milligrams, you'll probably be fine. It might not seem like it because it's so common, but caffeine is in fact a psychoactive drug. It is classified as a central nervous system stimulant. So why isn't this drug banned or illegal? In fact, it's mostly unregulated across the world. To answer this, let's dive into some research and find out how caffeine affects our bodies and our minds. There are a few medical uses that have been researched. Caffeine has a positive impact on a broad range of respiratory disorders. The consumption of caffeine in form of coffee has been shown to improve lung capacity and overall breathing function in adult populations with asthma and COPD. Interestingly, there are some significant effects seen in infants suffering from respiratory disorders as well, shown here, here, and here. Moving along more towards athletics and performance, what does caffeine do to your heart? Right off the bat, we have heart rate. Caffeine has been reported to actually decrease heart rate, but some studies also report an increase in heart rate variability. And yes, both of those things could happen at the same time. But, yes, another but, many studies involving caffeine intake have differences and confounding variables by way of study design, populations, and other forms of energy intake. So intake this with a grain of salt. Some of those previous studies also mention an increase in diastolic blood pressure. Moving onward to athletic performance, the previously mentioned physical impacts on the body, when occurring in a healthy subject, lead to athletic performance enhancement. Ergo, caffeine is a performance-enhancing substance. Piggybacking off of the other physiological changes, we have an increase in metabolic rate, seen here, which could have some potential for weight loss benefits. Of course, the most important question, does it directly improve athletic performance? Yeah, looks pretty good. Lastly, what does it do to your brain? As stated earlier on, caffeine is a central nervous system stimulant. It wakes you up, keeps you up, and helps out with cognitive performance. In other words, it makes brain go fast and good. For performance, it enhances reaction time and coordination. And guess what? The brain and body are connected, so your brain sending signals faster means improved muscle movements as well. Boom, performance enhancement. To close out, let's look at some caffeine questions and misconceptions. Firstly, does caffeine make you go to the bathroom? Yes, sort of. Drinking 24 ounces of any liquid in a short span of time will probably do that. Caffeine itself is not a diuretic. Does caffeine help ADHD? There has been research showing improvements in cognition and concentration in adolescents. Does caffeine increase anxiety? No. In fact, it does the opposite. Caffeine reduces anxiety and reduces the risk for depression. And how much caffeine is in this list? Here's a bunch of stuff. Check it out. I don't know what you drink, but here's some popular ones. Coffee, Red Bull, pre-workout, whatever. So that about covers it for caffeine. For more supplement information, stay tuned for more of these. Check out our website, lifehype.org, for articles and whatever else we're doing. If you're looking for workout videos or one-on-one personal training, head over to our Patreon. And we move around about every 3 months. But for now, we're in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, working out at 360 Fitness if you want to come hang out or work out with us. That's all I've got. So, bye.